not in never failing, but rising every time we fall. You are young, you are energetic and spirited. You have the potential to be the change agent. You have the power to bring a better tomorrow for all of us. You are and you will be what you want to be. We believe in you, just believe in yourself. Let the world know your strengths, the blend of empathy and intellect that you bear. I congratulate you once again and look forward to your success in the years to come. On a parting note, I would like to add that as a graduate and ambassador of BITS Pilani, you are the torchbearer of a rich heritage. I believe that you, like many of your seniors, will make us a few inches taller in pride. They say life is a journey. Your journey has just begun. Shri Parikar, sir, we thank you once again for gracing this joyous event. My faculty, staff, and students are as grateful as I am. We thank our Chancellor and members of the Board of Governors for their unflinching support to BITS Pilani. Finally, I express my gratitude for my faculty and staff members for their commitment to excel in every aspect of teaching and research, both in classrooms and laboratories and well beyond. They are ensuring that BITS Pilani remains a top destination for students, faculty members, and recruiters in the country. Thank you very much for your kind attention.
Honorable Minister, Shri Manohar Parikar, Vice Chancellor Professor Bhattacharya, Director of the Goa campus Professor Punnekat, Directors of the Pilani, Dubai and Hyderabad campuses, faculty and staff, ladies and gentlemen, and of course, graduating students. It is a great honor and a privilege to have Mr. Parikar, the Honorable Union Defence Minister of India, as our chief guest today. Sir, this campus owes much to you. I do remember that 14 years ago, when you were the then Chief Minister of Goa, my granduncle, Mr. K.K. Birla, the Chancellor at the time, approached you for instituting this campus of BITS Pilani. It was a shot in the arm for us to get your immediate approval. Your unflinching support went a long way in setting up this campus in a record time. It was also during your second term as Chief Minister that you supported our work integrated learning program, a continuing education program in environmental engineering for the employees of the Goa State Pollution Control Board. We deeply appreciate your engagement with our institute. To the students graduating today, the last 4 years I know have been demanding, and they have tested your mettle and also equipped you to face the challenges and the opportunities that will come before you in the years ahead. I want you to reflect on how privileged you are and how you must seize the opportunities that this education has opened up for you. There is a French phrase, noblesse oblige. It literally means nobility obligates, that those who are privileged have an implicit obligation to those who are less fortunate and to the larger society and the world around. You are privileged because the education you have received is amongst the best that our country offers. You belong to the less than 1% of students who complete high school and aspire for admission to a great institution. And no more than 10% of such students are actually able to access a university or a college education in India. You do the arithmetic. You are privileged because you will have access to the best employment opportunities, not just in India, but across the globe. And this opportunity will in turn further enhance your position of privilege. This privilege places an obligation on you to be aware of the responsibility on you to better the world around you and reach out to those who are not as fortunate. So, think beyond yourself. Also, think big. Do not trap yourself into an insulated cocoon of timidity Do not be a slave to the small, the incremental, the usual, the routine, the accepted, or the safe. In setting your targets, turn your gaze to the heavens, to the stars, to the ocean, to the vast forest, and the mightiest peak. Get your inspiration from your heroes, whoever they might be. Mahatma Gandhi, the Dalai Lama, Don Bradman, Steve Jobs, whoever. You pick the star that you want to navigate by. And remember, no matter how good and noble your cause and how good your intentions, no matter how hard your efforts, the course of events will invariably take the turns that shake your resolve and make you doubt yourself and your beliefs. A purposeful life, they say, is never a straight nor a smooth road. And you will all the time keep bumping into the skeptics, the cynics, the detractors, and the naysayers. If by all of this you're still not shaken, and if you stand steadfast in your values and beliefs, you will awaken to the fact that what really shapes you and gets the best out of you are not the easy moments, but the failures, the missteps, and the unexpected obstacles. That's what molds you and gives you the solidity. It's trial by fire. The world you step out into is a world that is not just full of opportunity, but is also full of challenges, uncertainties, contradictions, and ambiguities. I believe that there are a few basic tenets that can serve as guideposts for all of us. First, know the difference between doing things right and doing the right things. The two are totally different. Great technocrats and managers, for example, do things right and learn the expertise to do that. But great leaders, which I hope you will become, focus on doing the right things. There is no textbook that can tell you the difference between the two accurately. But a few unshakable values will guide you when you reach every crossroad in your life. Do the right thing by your gut, the right thing by your instinct, even if conventional wisdom suggests otherwise. Second, be aware that what is right in one context may not be right in another context. Times change, social mores change, economic compulsions change, and circumstances change. A deep awareness of context and what is right in that particular context is invaluable. For instance, freedom of expression is vital, but so is a respect for the sensitivities of other people. How you balance the two and make the two coexist in a given situation is a skill that's worth learning. Third, always be aware. Being aware is being open, opening up your senses to the world around you and whatever is happening around you. Listen, feel, hear, experience. Seek to understand. This higher level of sensitivity will enable you to understand where different opinions come from, to better understand the context, and therefore help you make the right choices. There is an ancient parable on the sound of the forest which describes these principles. Nearly 2,000 years ago, the king sent his son, the prince, to the temple to study under the great master. Because the prince was to succeed his father as king, the master was to teach the boy the basics of being a good ruler. When the prince arrived at the temple, the master sent him alone to the forest. After a year, the prince was to return to the temple to describe to the master the sounds of the forest. When the young prince returned a year later, the great master asked him to describe all that he had heard. The prince replied, "I could hear the birds sing, the leaves rustle, the crickets chirp, the grass blow, the bees buzz, and the wind whisper and howl." When the prince had finished, the master told him to go back to the forest to listen to what more he could hear. The prince was puzzled. Had he not heard every sound already? For nights and days on end, the young prince sat alone in the forest listening, but he heard no sound that he had not heard before. Then one morning, as he sat quietly under the trees, he started to discern faint sounds unlike those that he had heard before. The more acutely he listened, the clearer the sounds became. The feeling of awareness enveloped the boy. "These must be the sounds that the master wished me to discern," he reflected. When the prince returned to the temple, the master asked him what more he had heard. Master, responded the prince reverently, when I listened more closely, I could hear the unheard. The sound of flowers opening, the sound of the sun warming the earth, and the sound of the grass drinking the morning dew. The master nodded approvingly. To hear the unheard, remarked the master, is a necessary discipline to be a good ruler. For only when a ruler has learned to listen carefully to the people's hearts, hearing their feelings uncommunicated, pains unexpressed, and complaints not spoken of, can he hope to inspire confidence in his people, understand when something is wrong, and meet the true needs of his citizens. Awareness of what is around us and mastering the ability to do the right things for that situation is what a great education imparts. You have all received a great education. Go out there and serve your nation in the best way that you can. In closing, my heartiest congratulations to each one of you. I wish you all success, but I wish you more than just success. In the words of Don Bradman, the finest of athletes, along with skill, have a few more essential qualities: to conduct their life with dignity, with integrity, with courage, and with modesty. All these are totally compatible with pride, ambition, determination, and competitiveness. Take this course and make it happen.
Chief guest of today's convocation, Honorable Defence Minister Manohar Parrikar, respected Chancellor Dr. K.M. Birla, Vice Chancellor Souvik Bhattacharya, members of the Board of Governors, other directors from BITS campuses, members of the Senate, distinguished guests, parents, students, members of the press, and most importantly, the shining stars of today, the graduating students from this campus. A very good morning and warm welcome to all of you. Professor Bhattacharya presented the university-wide report. I'll be presenting a report mostly focusing on the campus achievements. This year, 785 of our students are eligible to receive their degrees. 405 of them in their first degree, 169 of them their first degree along with another degree under the dual degree scheme. 30 of them will receive higher degrees, 12 of them will receive their PhD degrees. In this batch, we have got 4 medalists. Gold medal, Ms. Vishakha Gupta. Silver medal, Mr. Shah Ujash Deepak Boy. Bronze medal, Dev Mihika Himamshu and Ms. Vasuntara Bhargava. At the outset, let me congratulate each and every one of you. This campus is a dream come true for our respected former Chancellor, late Dr. K.K. Birla, the son of legendary G.D. Birla. Dr. K.K. Birla was a successful industrialist. He was a renowned philanthropist and an active parliamentarian. Known for his vision and meticulous planning, Dr. Birla saw to that this campus came up with all the necessary infrastructures within 2 years of time before admitting the first batch of 600 students in August 2004. As Vice Chancellor told, we are also thankful to our chief guest for facilitating such a great achievement in a short span of time. This fully residential campus is built on an area of 180 acres with a capital investment of 150 crores. Now, in this campus, we offer 10 first degree programs, 5 higher degree programs, and PhD program. With an annual intake of 660 students, campus now has a total strength of 2,800 students. Now we have embarked upon a major expansion plan, and over the next 3-4 years, we would plan to double the student membership as well as the faculty strength. With added infrastructure, with added focus on postgraduate and research programs. Since 70s, BITS has pioneered several educational reforms such as semester system, credit-based system, transparent admission processes, continuous and total internal evaluation, letter grading, academic flexibilities, and more than anything else, we also had understood the need for the industry and practice-oriented learning apart from classroom teaching. The practice school has been running for past 4 decades in Pilani, and it's a very unique experience for our students. This year, we have added a new PS2 station, Cipla Biotech, which started in 2016, where first batch of biotechnology students went through an orientation programs. The projects done by them were highly appreciated by Cipla, and all of them were offered very good salary package and a job offer from Cipla. So this is how the practice school helps us in bringing employment to our students, as well as improving their knowledge towards what they learned in the classroom, how to apply them in practice. Recent years, many of our students also has been pursuing their thesis work at well-known prestigious institutions, either in India or abroad. To give some few examples, our students have been going to very reputed campuses like Free University in Brussels, Memorial University in Canada, British Columbia University in Canada, Aalto University in Finland, INRIA, LAFIA, and Telcom Paris Tech in France. In Germany, multiple universities like TU Darmstadt, University of Heidelberg, Technical University of München, Leipzig, Aachen. In Ireland, we have got Reykjavik University. In India, people go to several IITs, IIScs, ISRO, ICERS, NPL, Microsoft Research Lab. Universities in Netherlands, Italy, Portugal, IST, Singapore, National University of Singapore, and Nanyang Technological University. Actually, there is a large contingent of students go every year to Singapore to do their thesis work, partly supported by even funding from Singapore universities. USA, we have got several collaborations with Carnegie Mellon University, University of Virginia, University of Michigan, University of Westminster, and Imperial College in UK. In the coming years, we expect these international collaborations to grow in a much larger scale, and we are planning to kind of leverage upon the strategic locational advantage of Goa in this respect. As Vice Chancellor told, this year we also started international student admissions. We have a very huge collection in our library, 30,000 reference books. 85% of them of the total are used for research and encyclopedic purposes. This year we also made, as an initiative to bring back students to the reading habits, we are making the library a happening place with very good infrastructure and facilities built in them. Other initiatives, we have the Center of Innovation, Incubation and Entrepreneurship with an integrated structure across the campuses, which will allow academic as well as incubation services with respect to entrepreneurship activities in BITS Pilani. The mandate of CAIE includes facilitating technology transfer, commercialization, filing of patents, interfacing with alumni and industry, and for different kinds of entrepreneurial activities. In last academic year, we had 4 startups incubating physically and 2 of them virtually in the on-campus technology business incubator in Goa campus. As Vice Chancellor mentioned, Project Mudra was one of our success stories, where a startup associated with Braille education for visually impaired people, they have been met with great success, and they have been selected as one of the 6 Indian companies to win the famous Great Tech Rocket Chip Award 2016. A next generation smartphone integrated portable fetal monitoring device made by Satwa MedTech. This also has been another successful startup from our side. They received the 1 patent as well as Your Story Tech 30 Startup Award, as well as the Millennium Alliance Grand Award. Our faculty and students have received 4 patents and also filed 5 patents in the last academic year. The Center for Entrepreneurial and Leadership, along with Alumni Affairs Division, conducted many activities, including the Mantra Award, the Coalescence, which is the annual conference of the entrepreneurship. They have brought in very famous innovators to talk to our students and inculcate in them the sense of entrepreneurship and innovation. To keep the alumni connected with our alma mater, we also have the Alumni Affairs Division, which conducted an alumni summit, first alumni summit in Goa, with many distinguished alumni coming in as speakers. RBI conducted one of their outreach programs. They selected BITS Goa among few chosen institutions, and a team of officers came here and then interacted with our students on the working of the RBI as well as presented their challenges. Research at BITS has been an integral activity, and we always strive hard to utilize the linkages with outside world and industry. A large number of students from all the three tiers of education, they are involved in the research. Apart from doctoral research, even first degree or higher degree students can pursue a research-based thesis at BITS. Highlights of the research, we have got 60 ongoing projects, including 6 industrial projects worth 15 crores funded by various national and international funding agencies. 14 new projects worth 2.7 crores have been approved during 2015-16 alone. In addition, we have got this new grant coming, about 3 crores for incubation center from BIRAC. Since 2015, about 105 sponsored projects with 26 crore has been received from various agencies, DST, CSIR, GAIL and ICOR, UGC. But mind you, all these projects we have won on competitive basis. The focus of the proposed bio-incubator will be on healthcare and environmental engineering, and we plan to relate as well as conduct research together with a pharma industry as well as the environmental engineering departments at the various institutions near and around Goa. Under the DST FIST program, we have got major infrastructural support for 2.5 crores for chemistry, chemical engineering, EEE and mechanical engineering. Mathematics is going to set up a new lab which will come up in any day from now, which has been funded by DST. We also have, with the support of the institute, we have enhanced the research infrastructure by the order of 15 crores by commissioning SCM, LCMS and state-of-the-art equipment in our labs. A cognitive research neuroscience lab funded by DST also has been become operational. We also will be opening up pretty soon a sandbox lab for the students to come 24